Donald Trump is synonymous with controversy, rhetoric, and most importantly, promises. On top of that, he created an anti-war image to the world that led him to succeed in the 2016 and 2024 presidential election. However, a key question arises. Can Trump truly deliver his anti-war persona after he takes in charge of the White House for the second time? Let's break it down.
Mr. Trump, a lot of these are judgment questions. You had supported the war in Iraq before the invasion. What makes your...
I did not support the war in Iraq.
2002.
That is a mainstream media nonsense put out by her.
Well, a lot of people agree with what I said, and I'm not talking about lying. I'm not talking about not lying. Nobody really knows why we went into Iraq. The Iraqis did not knock down. It was not Saddam Hussein that knocked down the World Trade Center. Okay, that's just...
During his 2016 campaign, Donald Trump emerged as a stark contrast to his predecessors, wearing the badge of an anti-war candidate with pride.
Obviously, the war in Iraq was a big, fat mistake, all right?
This rhetoric resonated deeply with America's working-class voters, particularly those disillusioned by decades of military adventurism. His criticisms of the Iraq and Afghanistan wars were sharp and unrelenting.
The American people are weary of war without victory. My original instinct was to pull out, and historically, I like following my instincts.
He wasn't afraid to articulate what many Americans felt. The Middle East was a mess, destabilized by US interventions.
If you take out one, the other one's going to take over. Well, we took out one, and look at the mess we have. We've destabilized the Middle East, and it's a mess.
Trump's anti-war stance was more than words. It became a defining pillar of his appeal. And during his presidency, it's true, Trump did not initiate any new wars. But let's take a closer look. Trump's most celebrated achievement in this regard is the absence of new military conflicts under his watch. Critics, however, point out that this is only part of the whole picture. The so-called Abraham Accords, heralded as a milestone for Middle East peace, were not without controversy.
This is peace in the Middle East without blood all over the sand. I say it. Right now, it's been blood all over the sand for decades and decades and decades. That's all they do is they fight and kill people, and nobody gets anything.
While normalizing relations between Israel and several Arab nations, unfortunately, these agreements bypassed crucial issues of Palestinian rights. Critics argue this minus Palestine peace approach into the Middle East causes the emergence of many conflicts. And what about other regions? The Trump administration's hard stance on China, marked by a trade war, signaled a significant shift.
I charged China. China was charged by me.
This trade war escalated tensions between the two nations, laying the groundwork for today's intensifying rivalry. While Biden has accelerated this trajectory, many foreign policy analysts view his approach as an extension of Trump's policies. Now, Trump claims he can resolve the Russia-Ukraine conflict in record time.
I'm the only candidate who can make this promise. I will prevent, and very easily, World War III, very easily.
Bold promises indeed. However, skeptics question whether these claims are realistic or just campaign ploy. Trump's record is a complex one. On one hand, his presidency saw fewer new conflicts, a marked departure from his predecessors. On the other hand, his policies from the Middle East to China have arguably sown the seeds of today's geopolitical challenges. As Trump eyes a return to the Oval Office, the question looms: will he truly lead as an anti-war president, or will history paint a different picture? Only time will tell.